Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Susie from Girl Gone Green, and today I am sharing all about healthy habits for 2021. So let's dive in. If you haven't subscribed by now, be sure to subscribe below, hit that red button, and then right next door, hit the bell notification. I talk all about natural living, natural beauty, all things pertaining to a clean lifestyle. So you're gonna wanna hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a video. Also, if you haven't followed me on Instagram yet, be sure to follow me at Girl Gone Green, and then head on over to Facebook to join my Facebook group, Girl Gone Green Babes. There's over 2,600 of us in there, and we are talking all about natural living all the time. Okay, I was so excited for this video because I think a lot of times we can look at our year, especially a new year, and think, okay, what am I gonna do when it comes to living out a healthy lifestyle and healthy habits? And I've broken down 7 that I'm really plugging away at in 2021, and things that I think you will really benefit from as well if you implement. So let's buckle up and dive into my healthy habits for 2021. Okay, the first habit is eat real food. Surprise, surprise, right? But when you eat real food, you're going to feel so much better. You're going to look better. You might lose some weight, which is a huge bonus, right? And it's just gonna help your whole outlook on life in general. I'm talking real food as in going and getting vegetables, fruits, pastured or grass-fed meats, organic meats, food that you have to cook and prepare in your kitchen, right? Versus food that you're gonna go buy off the shelf, processed food, packaged food. That is not going to help you. It's not going to bring life to your body, but it's just going to cause you to feel probably more tired, a little lethargic, and not want to crush your goals or your health habits, right? So we definitely want to think about what is going to help us feel alive and revived and just ready to tackle all of our goals in 2021, and that's eating real food. So whether that's, making sure that you start cooking one meal a day, or maybe you start bringing your lunch instead of buying it. Hello. My husband always tells me that people constantly are buying their lunch. And I'm thinking, 1, it's so much money, right, to buy your lunch. And then 2, it's usually so much unhealthier. It's so much easier, or it's so much healthier to actually make your food and eat it than it is to buy it. So just think about what way could you actually start eating real food and do it. And if that takes meal prepping, be sure to check out my meal prep video I did, because that's a huge thing when it comes to really eating real food. It's the best way for me to eat real food and my family every week is to meal prep. And so I did a whole video on how I meal prep from start to finish. So you're gonna wanna check that out for sure. I'll leave it in the comments. But yeah, eating real food is gonna be a game changer. It's gonna really take you to the next level. If you have aches, pains, ailments, it's probably gonna help some of those too, because real food gives your body life. And when you feel alive, you're gonna feel so much better. So number 2, say no. I know this might sound kind of weird to put this as a health habit for 2021, but saying no can be a game changer for your whole life. I really started implementing this actually last year in 2020, and I feel like I'm just gonna keep on riding this train and carrying it out because it really does make a huge difference. So one of the reasons why saying no is so important is because a lot of times we end up doing things that we don't want to do, that aren't going to benefit us, that are going to cause us to have more stress, and not in the long run really help us succeed in our health goals or our goals in general, right? So a lot of times we might overbook ourselves or overcommit ourselves, and then we don't have the time to meal prep, and we really wanted to make sure we meal prep so we could eat real food, right? But if you aren't carving out that time, it's going to be really hard. And a lot of times what we do is we say yes to everything, and we say yes to things that we shouldn't. And in doing so, it overcomplicates our life instead of simplifying our life. And simplification, I found there is so much power when we simplify our lives, right? Because we're able to actually be so much more efficient with our time and get more things done. And in the long run, actually do what we want to do, which is going to set us up for success, right? So say no, whether that's saying no to meeting up with a friend, maybe when you shouldn't, or saying no to overcommitting yourself to, a new committee or whatever it might be. Just remember, time is precious and something you can never get back. So whatever you're saying yes to, I heard this quote before, whatever you say yes to, it's basically saying no to something else in your life, because we can't do everything, right? As much as we like to think we can do it all, something eventually has to give. So if you want to say yes to, this thing over here, just know that something else is going to fall by the wayside, because we can't keep packing our schedule without taking something away. So just make sure you realize when you're saying yes, you are saying no to something else. Number 3 is sleep. Yes, sleep is so vital to our overall health. For me, this is like a health habit that I really needed to work on in 2021, is making sure I'm going to bed at the same time every night. And just, that's the biggest thing really, is making sure I'm going to bed at the same time every night. Because I feel like for me, a lot of times what I'll do is I think if I burn the midnight oil, this is going to help set me up for success, right? Because I'm going to get so much stuff done when the kids are sleeping, and then in the morning, I'm just going to crush it. But the problem is I don't feel like crushing it in the morning, because I went to bed way too late the night before, and I feel tired the next morning, and I don't feel on my A game. So what I've been really working on is going to bed at the same time every night, making sure that I'm getting some sleep. So that way in the mornings, I can actually feel super refreshed, ready for the day, ready for my workout, ready to embrace my kids and being a mom, a great mom, working and being a great blogger and doing all the things. So I really encourage you, if you haven't tackled the sleep habit yet, do it with me in 2021. Go to bed at the same time every night, get up at the same time every morning, really start to crush this habit. Something that's really helped me is I stopped looking at my phone at a certain time every night, because otherwise I tend to, it like alerts me. It emotionally wakes me up, but it also physically stimulates me with the blue light. And so I'm much more apt to not be able to fall asleep if I am looking at my phone just like even 30 minutes before I go to bed. So instead of looking at my phone, I read a book, calm myself down, and it really helps me to kind of get into that more Zen state instead of like amping up my system. So I encourage you, drop the phone, go to bed at the same time, find some ways that are really going to help you sleep. If you need help with sleeping, I actually just posted my 5 tips products that really help me get a better night's sleep last week. So I will leave that video in the comments if you want to check it out. Okay, number 4 when it comes to health habits for 2021 is get rid of the clutter. Yes, I love this one so much because I love a clean house. I love a clutter-free house. I love simplifying. And this one is just so true, because when we simplify our house, when we simplify our lives and declutter, it just makes everything feel so much better, run smoother. We're able to get more things done, be super efficient, which in the long run, who doesn't want to save time, right? So whether you need to declutter your pantry, maybe your fridge, to see what you actually have, so that way you're able to know, hey, like this is what I actually have to use when it comes to food ingredients to make real food. Or maybe you need to declutter your skincare makeup counter and know what you actually have. I know I need to do this like every basically 3 months as a beauty blogger. Or whether it's, you need to just declutter your house in general and take it room by room and declutter and figure out like, what do I need to keep? What do I need to get rid of? Figure it out, do it. This is going to help you so much when it comes to just really living like more of a carefree lifestyle too, because I think a lot of times when we hold on to all these things and hoard them, in the end, it's actually weighing us down and causing us not to be as efficient. Because if you think about it, if you can't find, your certain clothes in the morning or makeup or skincare or food or whatever it is, you're wasting time and you're not being as efficient as you could be. So organize your life when it comes to your possessions and your things and declutter. You're going to feel so much better. Okay, number 5 for healthy habits of 2021 is know what you're putting on your body. Yes, this one is huge. One of my favorites as a clean beauty blogger. Know what you're putting on your body. What lotion are you putting on? Does it have chemicals in it? Does it have endocrine disruptors, that are going to cause, hormone disruption in your body? Does your mascara, are you getting constant eye styes? Maybe it's time to switch to a natural mascara. What are you using when it comes to your shampoo and conditioner or deodorant, something you put on your body every single day? Think about it, because this can add up over time, right? 365 days a year, right? So if we're putting on body products, beauty products every single day, think about that. That toxic load can really add up so quick. So it's so important to know exactly what you're putting on your body. make sure it's clean so that way you're not ingesting all of these extra toxins and chemicals into your body that you have no idea what they're actually doing. So if you need help detoxing your life, I am your girl. I've been doing this for over 10 years when it comes to clean beauty, and I have all the best of the best. So be sure to check out my blog. I'm going to leave a link below. You can check out some downloads that I have, free downloads that are really going to help you declutter when it comes to your beauty routine, help you know which ingredients to avoid and which products to buy. Okay, number 6 is exercise or move your body. Sometimes I hate saying exercise because I feel like there's a bad connotation with exercise. So sometimes I'll just say move your body, whatever works for you. The idea is to move your body, because if you don't, you're going to be stagnant and your muscles aren't going to work as well. And they always say, that famous quote is, if you don't use it, you lose it. So we want to use our body. We want to get, those muscles moving. We want to make sure that we are healthy and strong. And we're going to do this by moving our body, whether that's like going for a walk every day or doing some, weight training a couple times a week, or meeting a friend and working out with them. Accountability is huge, right? Or maybe joining a gym class, whatever, exercise or moving your body gets you excited. Maybe it's dancing. Do it, because when we move our body, it releases endorphins, which really get, our whole system happy. We are just more well-rounded. I know for me, exercising is huge. It's something I do for myself daily that I feel like it's just the one thing that I can do to really help me. I serve my kids and my husband, I serve you guys, my audience, but really working out is something that only I can do for myself. And I feel like it's just some self-care that I love doing because I feel so much better when I work out. I feel more awake, alive, ready to tackle the day versus, just kind of not moving my body. I do feel stagnant. If you think about it, it's like anything. If you don't move, like a pond, for example, it just becomes stagnant. There's no like river or rushing streams coming through a pond. It just is stagnant water. It just builds up, right? And gets murky and gross. And I feel like that's a good example of our body when we don't move it. We're not getting a sweat on. Sweat is a great way to detoxify our bodies naturally. It's our body's way of releasing toxins. So what better way to help our body kind of release those toxins than by getting a good sweat on and just releasing those. So I challenge you to figure out a time in your day, figure out, when in your week you're actually going to move your body, get it going. You're going to feel so much better. Healthy habit number 7, drum roll please, is get ready for the day. This might sound kind of elementary, and what are you talking about? Let me explain. So a lot of times what I found, especially post this whole pandemic, is that people aren't getting ready for the day, or they don't really present themselves in the way they want to be taken or treated for the day. So for example, if I want to be treated as a successful, blogger and, a mom that shows up for my kids and just kind of shows up for my business and the day, then I want to dress like that because that's going to help me feel that I'm a success, right? When I dress like the part. And I think a lot of times we think it doesn't matter. We're home all day. We're working all day. I'm just with my kids. Who cares? Well, you should care, because the thing is how we dress really is a reflection of how we're feeling and how we're showing up, every day for ourselves and our kids. I'm not saying you can't wear stretchy pants or you can't wear a hoodie or whatever, but just knowing what feels put together for you, what makes you feel like, yeah, I took some time, I got ready for the day, I feel like myself. I'm not saying that I don't, sometimes wear a hat or a hoodie or whatever, but I think just feeling like you put yourself together, you took the time, whatever it is, that's really going to help make you feel like you showed up for yourself, and therefore you're showing up for your job or your kids or your husband or whoever, and you can really just feel like a success. So I challenge you, if that's taking just 5 more minutes in the morning to maybe, put a little makeup on, or maybe for you, it's picking out what you're going to wear for the week and like setting those clothes out. So that way, exactly like, hey, I'm going to show up, wear these outfits, I'm going to crush it. Or maybe it's doing your hair, whatever it might be. I challenge you, get ready for the day. You're going to feel so much better about yourself when you take that little extra time. I don't know anyone who, takes a little bit more time and doesn't feel better about themselves afterwards, when they do a little extra just to to look more presentable. So obviously that means different things to different people. I'm not saying you need to wear a full face of makeup or do your hair every single day like done up, but whatever will help you feel just a little bit more pep in your step and that you are a success, I say do it. Okay, those are my 7 healthy habits for 2021. I hope this was super helpful and kind of gave you guys some ideas on how to just really crush 2021 when it comes to health in all areas of your life and to show up, feel like a success, be a success, and feel healthy overall. So if you guys want more information, definitely check out all the links in the videos that I posted below in the comments. I will be back next week with another video. If you like this one, make sure and give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe below, hit that red button, and I will see you next week. Bye guys.